G'day out there in YouTube land. Firstly, I have to apologise, I've been a bit quiet on the videos recently. It is mainly because, no excuses, it is mainly because we are rolling into summer here, and our build up or lead into Christmas, so a lot of real estate agents are producing a lot of work for me, which is great. However, I've just been out and I've done 2 jobs this morning, and so what I thought I would do is show you what is in my car boot in terms of gear. Hi, I'm Grant and I shoot a lot of real estate video for those of you that perhaps are new to the channel, and if you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I wanted to make this video just to show you what's in my car boot in terms of my real estate gear. It's getting a little bit busy here in the boot. I'd like to trim it down if I could, but I'll show you what I've got and what I use it for. So here's my boot with a lot of black cases, quite hard to see what's going on. First up here, I've got my trusty Inspire 1 there. I've got 6 batteries and it is the 2 remote version of the Inspire. I still have my X3 camera, but I now run the X5 camera. So that is in here. I have a lens hood here which goes around my iPad Air, which I use on my controller, and in here I have my, if I get that open, X5. I have my X5 camera in there, and I have essentially the 12mm Olympus lens, and I also have a 25 and 45mm lens. Essentially the 12mm is the lens that I use the most and lives on the camera. I use that for both video and drone stills. Also, I actually have a Polar Pro filter case in here, and quite hard to do this with one hand and open that, so bear with me for a second. Here we go. So in there I have a clear filter, a circular polarizer, and my ND8 for my X5 camera, which is currently on there. And if I have to go back to my X3 camera, I have an ND8 circular polarizer, and just a polarizer. Now, while we're on the subject of drone, here is my #1 tip or best piece of advice I can recommend for operating drone, and that is a high-vis vest. For some reason, as soon as you put that the high-vis vest on, people kind of leave you alone and think you are more official than perhaps you might be. Thoroughly recommend it. Next up, camera gear, and in here I have a low pro bag. So in here I have the Panasonic GH5 running the 8-18 Leica Panasonic lens, and that is my interior shooting lens. I also have the 35-100 f2.8 and the 12-35mm f2.8 lenses, all for the Panasonic. As I said, the 8-18 is my main interior lens. And this, I use this one quite a lot for exterior sort of pretties of the house, and that's the 12-35mm lens, and that essentially gives you a 24-70 f2.8 zoom range. Missing in here is my trusty Canon 80D, which I'm filming this on, and I've also got the Tokina 11-16 lens, and that's essentially my backup camera now. I also have a 17-55mm f2.8 for this Canon 80D. Spare batteries, chargers, a radio mic set, SD card holder, and that is about it for my camera bag. So when I'm shooting on the land, I have my trusty old Sachtler 18 tripod, and essentially what that does is that has the Syrup Magic Carper slider living on it, and that's what I shoot my interior on. I've actually got a Moza Air gimbal coming, and I hope to have something up on that very soon. I need to sort of get a gimbal and get rolling with that. Also in the car here I have a backup drone, and this is the Polar Pro Tracker backpack. And in here kind of is my backup drone, but sometimes it's my main drone, and that is the Phantom 4 Pro. So I've got redundancy should the worst happen. Let's say I have a malfunction with my Inspire, or heaven forbid a crash. I've got a backup drone which I can carry on shooting with, which is the Phantom 4 Pro, which is an excellent drone. So that's it, that's what's in my car boot, and that's what travels with me to all my real estate shooting jobs. I hope you found that useful. It is hot here at the moment. I know a lot of you are in the northern hemisphere and you're heading into winter. It is our first day of summer here and it is 31 degrees Celsius, which is hot. I hope you found this video useful. I see a lot of people on YouTube now saying smash that like button. You don't have to smash it, maybe just like a gentle click, and that would be awesome. See you next video. For those of you eagle-eye viewers that are familiar with me and my YouTube videos, you may notice some plasters here on the side of my face, and that is just where I've had some more sun damage cut out of my skin here. We get a pretty harsh sun here in New Zealand, so all I can say about that is wear sunscreen.